Yeah, as you can see, I don't have the best viewing conditions today. I can see the moon through the chemtrails or whatever hue they have laid up there in the atmosphere. The only thing that kind of stands out, look at the Aristarchus crater here, which is, according to Hoagland, a giant reactor, meaning a fission reactor, he says it is. It's not a nuclear reactor like we know it, but it's the other principle on hydrogen, and they got a lot of hydrogen on the moon, so it's plausible. They also got oxygen on the moon. There's iron, magnesium, potassium, aluminum. Uranium is up there too. So what else is up there? And you see the picture here. I'm not very lucky, even if I can see the moon clearly with my naked eye. But look at this. It's not good, right? I am in the viewfinder, that's for sure. See if you can catch anything. That's amazing. I'm trying to put as much brightness on it as possible. Let's put up some exposure too. Let's see if we can manipulate that a little. Oh, look at that. Much better. Much better. Well, we do got a hue in over the moon's surface tonight, and that's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Go up and flax my wings and blow away the clouds or whatever it is up there. Well, it could look like that I get a clearing, but I'm not promising anything here. In this moon thing, this time, I can't actually say I've been lucky because of weather. The witch's nail I didn't get. I had hoped for that. That would have been significant, but chemtrails and rain. Well, I don't take my telescope out in rain. That's not a good idea. And you can't see the moon anyway due to the rain. Let's see if we can get a little better focus here. But this is actually as good as it gets tonight, or definitely for now. But you saw in the darkness how much this one alone, when the light setting was not correct, look how this one was just standing out. That one just wanted to burn through. So what is this compared to all the other light spots? This one just, yeah, superseded the darkness. If you hear voices in the background, it's because the neighbors got some visitors over and they're having a good bonfire over there, I see. That's fine. I've just been a birthday. One of my friends from Facebook and YouTube, a guy called Jerry. He became 43 years old. That was actually yesterday. He had a birthday, but the party was today, and we had a great time out there, my wife and I. And when we drove home, I was determined I wanted to go out and, of course, film the moon again. And it looked promising until I saw some airplanes coming in, and ta-da! It got all muggy up there. Those features there in the middle there, it's quite interesting. Those three knobs, I would say. See, now it darkened up a little. Got a little dents up there. The wind is coming from the west, but it looks like this hue is drifting from east to west. I haven't been following any situation today at all. Today I took a day out of the calendar and just lived, not concerning myself with too much things except just being with my wife and have a good day and a good birthday. Just relax. There have to be room for that. Now look at this Stonehenge here coming up. Look how circular these features are right there coming into the middle of the picture now. I don't know if you can see that. It's like there is a circle, huge one, and then there's a center. Well, maybe that's too much matrixing, but they are lying in a circle. That one you cannot run from. Isn't that peculiar? It's a little too much order. It could actually, if we overinterpret the sign here, that could actually look like, yeah, Venus. It could be, no, not Venus, Mars. Mars. Venus is pointing downwards with a yeah, kind of like a cross. And Mars is with an arrow. But there's no arrow here, but it could anyway look like Mars, kinda. What was that? Did you see that? Something came in over? I saw it. I want to say something. I don't believe it's insects, bugs, or anything we pick up on the camera when we are watching. The reason why I don't believe that is, if it was a bug, it had to be a very, very tiny one. Something like the size of a gnat. And it would have to have a certain height, distance to me. And I strongly renounce the idea that a gnat should fly up in that altitude and flaps around when it's so cold outside. I don't think it would. Highly unlikely. And if it is an insect, well, wouldn't it take up the entire screen? Because if it's so much closer to me than I am compared to the moon, well, it would take up the entire picture, and it would have to fly extremely slow. Because any movement with the telescope is significant. Let me just tap the telescope just a little here. See how much that means. You see that? That means everything. So I don't believe it's insects. I actually believe what it is. Someone flying around up there in some very big vessels. You see the speed they're coming with, so they are flying fast. What the heck? What was that? I didn't touch anything. What happened? What happened here? Oh, that was weird. What the heck is that? Uh-oh, I got a software error. Yeah. Okay. What was that about? What the heck happened? That was weird. And then another thing, my friend also from Facebook also bought a telescope with digital eyepiece, and is also shooting the moon. And he picks up the same as I do. And funny enough, they're all flying in the same direction. Not the other way, but it's always the other way, from left to right. Why is that? You should think that insects are flying a little more random, right? I would suspect they did. See a fly flying around? Ain't flying in a straight line, is it? It's going everywhere. It could actually also, because of this little hue, be to our advantage, because then there will be less light coming away from the moon, less reflection, and we will be able to see details much better. We have a better contrast, but yet I would like to have it crisp. That would be optimum. It is a little grainy. I can't get away from that circle there. That's peculiar. These features down there. 2 straight lines, crater underneath. Or is it a crater? You know, I can get it a little brighter, just a tad. Oh, that was too dark. Okay, it's on full. I don't think I can get it better. Not for this time. Yeah, I put some fuel on my zipper so I can sit here and flick it. Just for the fun of it. Well, let's scan the other section of the moon. It just seemed to me when I look at the moon there's most interesting stuff on the southern part of the moon than the northern part. And it might relate to its orbit. So if there truly are someone up there keeping an eye on us, calling themselves the Watchers, or just like in War of the World, we're being scrutinized with envious eyes, right? Well, then the southern part of the moon is the optimum spot, because that one is the one that points towards Earth, seen from the angle. I myself would place my bases there, so I could sit and spy on you. I don't know if you noticed in my former video where I recorded the moon too, there was actually a certain point where craters puffed up and became craters again, and I would like to find that sequence and cut it out and show you that it actually does what I just said. My wife saw it. There was also a comment about it. So I'm not the only eye that sees it. And I've also heard from other sources that that's actually what's taking place. There's a guy, the guy with the $22,000 equipment, he has actually filmed it, where the craters are bumps looking like they're inflated, and then they just, deflate. So they become like the concrete tents, that little video I put up. That's insane, isn't it? I would not buy. I personally would not buy that, because one thing is you are using up the oxygen inside, which you actually have to live on, and that's not optimum. And if you have a problem getting out, you see you getting trapped a little, and you have to dig yourself out. Well, you only have a certain amount of time to get out of there, because then the oxygen is gone, and you know the rest of the story. So yeah, I just put it out there because I thought it was kind of funny. In that perilous times we are entering soon, that such yeah, what do you call it, intermediate setups could be useful, but I don't really see there's any breathing holes in that construct, so I would strongly hesitate buying any of that stuff. Now it's getting really foggy, right? I can't do anything there. Sorry. It kind of looks like it's clearing, and yet not. Jupiter is out in the clear now. Jupiter is 10 degrees higher and some 15 degrees further to the southeast than the moon is, and it's out in a clearing. I just hope the moon comes up before that. And the funny thing is, these bumps, like I showed you the other day, that was sitting on the side of the moon, I still don't see them. And I actually have followed the moon since that very day, and they have not reappeared. So I really wonder what it is, because it's supposed to be in this area here. There's absolutely nothing. Not today. You can actually sense that there is clouds, or that stuff they're spraying with in the atmosphere. You can see it's like something floating in over the moon. A fellow YouTuber wrote me yesterday, or was it for Facebook? No, I think it was YouTube, that she had been looking at the moon through binoculars, and she said there was a pinkish ring around the moon. She also stated that it shifted from pinkish to orange and became blue. And then I think about that, if the optics is not in a good condition, you can't get these rainbow tendencies at the terminator when you look at an object. But if the binoculars is a pristine condition, then it's highly peculiar that the moon's edges should take such an appearance. I myself don't see that when I look visually through my telescope. I don't see any of that. And that leads me to think about this hologram thing. Also hear that people are talking about that there's clouds behind the moon. I have seen a video of that myself. I actually seen 2 videos with clouds going behind the moon, and we know that's not possible unless the moon is inside our atmosphere. Inside our own atmosphere, yeah, as a hologram. And yet I still find it so far-fetched that it could be a hologram. What the heck? So what would be the purpose of creating a hologram of the moon on the sky? Could that be because the moon has changed orbit? It is not where it's supposed to be. And if people find that out, there will be a lot of questions. And there will be a lot of people demanding answers for that one. That will make them go panicky. Absolutely. Something like that, that will be extraordinary. So extraordinary that everybody will simply just look up. The moon is not supposed to be there. Why the heck is it there? So if the moon is blotted out in some way, if you get my drift, by, yeah, maybe black chemtrail, that they are creating a filter where the moon is right now, the real moon, and then they are projecting, yeah, by knowing the moon's path over the seasons, they can project the moon going its circuit. Absolutely. Of course they can. That's the whole idea with the Project Bluebeam. That is, they can create this fake sky. I also showed that with the chemtrails cloaking Nibiru with excitement of the atmosphere, with aluminum in the atmosphere, or strontium for that matter, or barium, copper, and other metals. And it blocks out the purple colors and the reddish colors. And Nibiru is supposed to be red, right? So why not? And the purplish color, well, there is the Hopi prophecy, the blue star Kashina, and maybe they can, in some areas, in important areas, they can simply just block out so no one sees it. And that would be significant because there's people waiting for it and the signs are there for it, and nothing happens. And then crash, right? Just like the 2012 hoax. December 21st, 2012, it's all gonna go haywire. No, it's gonna go haywire long before that. But then you're not prepared. That's that smart. It's up to you to be prepared. And look at everything. Not just one date. Look at everything, what's going on. I can tell you there's signs in the sun, in the moon, in earth. I can tell you there's earthquakes in various places. There's war and there's rumors of war. There's famine. There's apostasy. It's been going on for the last 2,000 years. That's nothing new. What more is there? Earth wobble. The earth will go to and fro like a drunkard. It's doing that. And Edgar Cayce also talks about that there will be a shifting of the poles. But which type of poles is it? Is it the magnetic pole he's talking about? Or is it the crustal pole? His saying there is not precise, and we actually have two different types. And if we get a magnetic pole shift, you better have some winter clothing, because it's gonna get cold, and it's gonna get real cold, and very fast. It will be a matter of weeks, and we will have something that is close to an ice age. It's gonna take some time before the magnetic field is gonna readjust itself, and in that time we are exposed to the elements from the sun, and we have a very harsh winter ahead of us. And I'm talking worldwide. It's not just the northern hemisphere or something like that. It's everybody who is feeling it. And fast. And that will happen. The poles are moving. 46 miles a day. The magnetic North Pole is going towards Siberia. At some point it reaches, I don't know, gravity level, and then it kicks over. And then it's only a few weeks. And I could suspect in that situation, that men could be scorched by the sun. It could actually happen due to a solar flare or massive CME. massive that will do the last trick. It's yet to be seen. But one thing is for certain, do not go out in the daylight. You can only travel at night. Stay indoor if you can. I wonder where that should be, in a cave somewhere. It is some funny features. Look at that one in the middle there. I know it's because it's in shade and then some stuff is not lit up, but it kind of looked like something strange. Very square features. Not saying it is anything, but it does look like square features. Actually, the telescope runs too fast today. Yeah, that's better. And actually the moon is coming out now. It's coming past all that hue. It's not all clear yet, but it's much better than it was before. I would like to do a recording one evening with my moon filter on. It will give another color, of course, but it will enhance the contrast and it will also dim the reflection from the moon. So it might give a good result. It's worth a try. So that means the moon will become green. But I think we can live with that if we see something interesting because of it. But I will do that in the next moon phase. If there is a next moon phase for me to show you. What happens on the 26th, 27th? What happens in November? I don't know. Does this Elenin thing mean something entirely different than just a wimpy rogue comet? Could it be something entirely different? But they're using that as their, I don't know, their little trick. Yeah, it could be a way of legitimize a massive genocide. You see, they're spraying us day and night with this stuff. Who says they can't spray an agent and just kill us off? But maybe it will be done. I don't know. Maybe it will be done if there is 3 days of darkness due to Elenin's survival and passage. I don't know. Maybe that's where the rapture also takes place. I don't know. I just don't know. But I would like to see what's coming out of this Elenin passage. So much talk about this stuff. And if it is a wimpy comet, then it is still peculiar that there is an earthquake of significance on its alignments. Or they're just using that as their ritual. So that when that aligns with something out there, they themselves are doing something. And then they're blaming it on Elenin. Or us conspiracy theorists, as we are being called, thinks that's why. So it's got to be Nibiru. What if Nibiru is a spaceship? It is called the moving throne, and by the Anunnaki called battle station. And again, that relates to transport. And moving also relates to transport. The word Merkaba is the Egyptian word for it, and it means the moving throne. It's moving, and it's a throne, so someone must be there since it's a throne. I don't think they will give a planet just the title of give it the title a throne, unless something is on it, some entity of some type. That seems to me to be the most plausible. Someone must be there. Let's see if you can get some more focus on it. Is that better there? Oh, come on out in the clear like Jupiter is. It would be nice. Yeah, I also showed you that funny picture of this vessel. To be honest, none of us really know. We just don't know. We got a mad cow over there. The cow is very displeased at 12:40. Interesting. Why is that? So is there anything new under the sun? Yeah, I took a day off, so I don't know either of them. Is there something which is not from Sarkophile? Something there is evidence of, which is important. The little sparkling star is actually up again. Sitting and looking at it, I'm not going to try find it. I had no luck with Jupiter yesterday. It is funny, that star which is coming up underneath the moon. That one is so sparkling and in all kinds of colors. It's not like the other stars. What could that be? Can you just clear up there, please? Yeah, I don't have the good conditions today either. You don't like I'm looking into his backyard. I can't get close enough, unfortunately. But actually I would like to try again with that eyepiece and stick it on while I'm in the center of the moon. Let me go over there and see, just for the try of it, and see if I can focus. So the moon is falling in from left down towards right, and then I'm gonna take the eyepiece up. Uh-oh, that was not a good idea, was it? What happened? Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming down. Good. Stick that on. Like that. See if I can focus on it. I would love it worked. It did with the lamppost. It was perfect. Wow! If I can see anything, woo, we're gonna get close. I just don't see anything at all. We are in the moon. There's no question about that. Let me check the scope. Yeah, it's dead on. Oh, there's something there. Hey, come on. Give me success. Come on. Please, 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 please. don't think I can get it. Nope. Come on, please. It sits on a 12mm eyepiece right now. It works with the lamppost. And no. Ah, wait a minute. There. There. Whoa, look at that. Wow. We got the 40%. We are in business here. Look at that. Ah, come on. You're not gonna believe this. An airplane with a long white stripe after it came in. Hello? Go home. Did you see that? How close I got? Wow. This is gonna be tried on a perfect day. Look at this. I got closer. Much closer. Awesome. And hey, the picture is even flipped. It's correct now, the moon. That's perfect. Let me see if I can get it better. Okay, there, come. Oh no, go away. Oh, that is sick. Fat chemtrail. Anyone in Indiana confirming that at 12:44 a.m.? Come on. There, something like that. Wow. That is very close. I would just like to have better conditions. Look, we are in business here. Whoa. Oh, go away. Now it's really mucking up there. Oh, come on. No wonder why we can't see it. I'm below it. See if I can find it. Where is it now? I don't think I can find it again. What the heck is going on? I'm right in the middle of the moon right now, and I don't see anything. I don't get that. Why is it doing that? Hello? Where are you? Okay, I'm trying to default everything. Okay, and apply. See if you can get any log in it. We should see it now. Clear as day. Should be right there. Now I'm putting full exposure on it. And I'm giving it some brightness. Where did it go? I just had it, you just saw it, it just vanished in front of your eyes, and I'm dead center on it. Yeah, dead center. Why can't I see it? Uh-oh, that was a mistake. I'm dead center. I can't see the moon. What the heck is this? I can see it in the eyepiece. I'll take the enhancer off. I see, now it shows up again. What's up with that? That's peculiar. Why won't it receive that? Well, you saw we had big success. This has to be done on a clear day, and we'll get something out of it. This is the best of today, that's for sure. You see all this drifting in front of it? We don't have good conditions. We don't. They're actually getting worse. And the chemtrail just came through. Interesting. Why are they chemtrailing in front of the moon now? They did it yesterday too, straight through it. And then decided to go out and record. What would be logical in doing that? Well, that's something to think about until tomorrow, that's for sure. So anyone out there have an answer to that? Because I don't. So I will end this recording for tonight. It's not gonna get any better. Go in and get warm again. It's a little chilly tonight. So that's it for now. God bless you.